Back to the slam. I did a little bit of behind the scenes maintenance after dinner, but not too much. I think what I'm probably gonna do, we're still gonna try to get to uh, level 83 axes. I was gonna do Karui choppers, but I think I'm just gonna do the Vault axe instead. Because because the Vault axe is like point one attacks, like attack speed faster, which is really good. Like it's a big deal for only, I think it's like 10 more of the or 10 less of the roll range for the damage. Also, I messed up when I did the recombinator earlier because I haven't really messed with it, so I didn't really. Okay, let's see. I actually don't want to do betrayal on this, so we're gonna focus on doing Nico, the abyss stuff. Let's see. I think it's still better to go this way. Uh, I can't see it. I'll stick to the 3. The higher chance. We have 8, 16, 24, 32% there. With 44, 56, 8. Oh wait, no. This one good? Uh, that might be a little much. I don't know how this dude will be able to handle it. And then we want some Nico stuff. You know, that's extreme archaeology. We want this. And then. Oh, wait. Go this way. We lose a scarab. Ah, that's fine. We have a tree for scarabs anyway. So this way. Increase sulfite with that. Do this for Nico. 40%. Don't particularly mind. I think I should probably grab Alva. Because I was thinking of doing Jun for safe house farming, but considering I don't like some of those guys hit hard. Even though we'll be in like blue maps. But I don't like doing lab runs. I just skip lab runs. I think I'd rather do uh I think I'd rather do Alva. I don't actually care for the ore stuff. I just want equip items with rarity drop by possessed. Oh, by possessed monsters. That means we'll have to combine this with tormented spirits. Because I want to farm thaumaturgic dust so I can do the recombinator. Just fine, because then it gives me something to burn here. I do have to be careful though, because the possessed monsters can be pretty bad. Pretty bad. Okay, so we have tormented. Wait, let me see. Okay. Ba-da-bum, bum, bum, bum. Yeah. Where's the other Alva one? This one? This is gonna be kind of scuffed, and we're gonna have to refund like a shit ton of points, but yes. Just those two. Oh, there should be one more, no? Ah, here it is. 8%. I just want the percent chance. I don't actually give a shit about doing Alva. But some extra rewards along the way wouldn't hurt. But that we should be basically guaranteed for Nico Alva. To be honest, I don't think we need this. Because for Nico, we're almost done with it. So now we have 20 points left over to just on a YOLO. Probably just grab map sustain stuff then. I didn't go anywhere near the Carrick mission stuff, so there's no point in grabbing that. Should I do strongbox though? $64%. 76% chance. Yes. They're just doing that for the abyssal depths. Where's the your maps contain Ava or guaranteed for that? There you go, grab. There's 16 there. What about the how do we find players will blindside us with an element for next guild wars that isn't dark, just to mess with those people getting trigger happy and already making didn't they do that? Yeah, they did it with fire, right? Where everybody expected it to be fire next, and they were just like, huh, restarting the cycle. It would be funny if they did that. I don't think it's the first time they've done it either, though. Because if I'm mistaken, I think there was a year where it was supposed to be dark in summer for Guild Wars, but the Guild Wars after was going to line up for Halloween, so then they made the summer Guild Wars a different element, and then they made the Halloween Guild Wars dark. Careful. I think I might just grab this. There has to be something else I can grab in here that'll be worth. Oh, the lost shipments. Ah, but I haven't really invested, and like we're really far away from the lost shipments. Bit of a waste of points, honestly. But we're up close to this, so this is probably worth grabbing. Do this just on the off chance we can get some scarabs. Go for ambush scarabs. I'm definitely gonna have to spend like most of my orbs of unmaking to redo that tree, but that's fine. All of my trees at this point, in like we have 33 and we'll get way more once we're done. But all my trees are predominantly for just challenges. For the first, well, usually for the second and third one. The first one is usually just my preferred method of gearing my character. Right. I still have... I forgot to roll my class to be enduring.
Time to go.
Rewards is extra rewards. I need to see if I have
I knew you'd find. Hello, time to go.
Okay, so it is level 81 or higher. We won't worry about that until we get towards... Well, he can actually start doing real red maps. Because 81 or higher, I think, is like tier 13.
Time to go.
I don't know what he does, but it doesn't matter because we're not actually going to do anything for the thing. I encourage it. It'll be nice because with the extra magic packs, it's just extra XP, so we'll get to 84 faster. The volcanic fisher snaking is really good for... Honestly, it's really good for a lot of content. It does have packed with energy, so we go super fast. All around, technically, this one should be way easier for leveling than the other one. I do need to keep an eye out for a new kineticist, though. I'm still kind of sad that they made Pact with Energy like such a low duration. Okay, well, it used to be permanent. Technically, it's not like super low because you can spread it out if it you know, depending on how the nodes spawn. Like in that one, we got one right before the final boss. Wait, where's the stacked? Stacked. Yeah, we're gonna farm these. Because those tend to drop a decent amount of them. The mirrored rares wouldn't be bad for trying to do, but I think I'll save that one for when we're running tier 16s. I haven't gotten any of the ones that are like actually worth a lot. I've gotten 2 of these, which means they could have been that, but the discernment one instead. Don't know. Oh, there it is. I'll just stick with this one for now. We're just running. Keep forgetting to make my mana flask enduring. When you have this little mana, not having your mana flask on enduring kind of a bit of a waste.
The Trathan Code dictates.
You still get Azurite from the Nico stuff if it's getting converted to ore. I don't think you can, which means those points are kind of useless.
It's time.
Man, I keep forgetting that they made like normal versions of that one story mini boss. Which is the same one that one essence monster that killed me earlier was. Kind of annoying, honestly.
Ah, there you are.
Oh, I was trying to see if I could click the treasure real quick. I didn't remember where they were. The audio is kind of bugging out. You know, none of the dudes that we didn't get a single stacked deck through that the whole run. And usually when I run the Scarab for the dudes that give you like 100% chance at a stacked deck, I usually walk out with like 3 or 4 of them. That's mildly annoying. Alright, 2 more levels. Oh, 1% additional chance. I think it used to be higher than that. Oh my goodness, got hole. Hello. How did the crafting go? Did you make the things? Did you do the stuff? Did you win? I don't actually know we found all of it. I need to actually pay attention. Got one project half done. We take that. Winning.
Ah, let's push.
Something is siphoning my mana. I think it might be the tormented dude.
Good job, Exo.
Okay. We didn't find any of the treasure chests, so I was just like, oh, I guess we're not getting anything, and at least we got like a bunch of uh, chromatics, a bunch of gold. But that is good to hear. Hopefully the rest of the project goes smoothly. I need to get back onto doing some projects, honestly.
Ah, it's time.
All the motivations I had kind of went out the window a little bit. Honestly, from a point of view of my productivity, or like the coding and all that, the move was like at a bad time. Because the move happened like in the middle of finishing one project and then trying to figure out what the next project I wanted to do. And basically all it did was made it so I'm just like, I don't want to do anything, which is terrible.
Good job, Exo.
So I've been trying to get back into the mojo, and then there was some that came up with like the family stuff, which then made it where it was like, well, can't continue job hunting because even if I land something, I won't be able to actually go do it until we figure out stuff that's going on. But then that mojo got thrown out the window too. Now I'm trying to get like, I was trying to get back in the swing of things, and then the new Path of Exile League dropped, and my brain's like, ooh, but what if video game? And I am too weak of a man to say no to a video game. Oh shit. I really should put that shotgun on. I honestly have no idea how we survived that. Job hunting? Why is it so hard to get a job mode?
Ah,
But it always like, oh, it always kills me because then you'll see things like so many jobs ready for people, and then you look online and you're just like, donde? Where? Show. Right meow. Yeah, ghost job listings, scams. Oh my god, that's probably like the other like pain in the ass one is having to stay on top of like a posting is actually like a real job, or it's just like a scam trying to get your information, and it's like, bruh, it's already hard enough out in these streets, and then you're trying to like scam people on top of that. There really is no sanctity nowadays.
Hurry up and decide. Yeah, let's
Bastard. I have no idea why he was dealing so much fucking damage. Like, I'm pretty sure I don't survive that if I don't have the Nico thing. Because my armor is not low. I have 20k armor, and he chunked me for half of my HP twice. Like, huh? Like, the fuck? Good, he does have 110 area of effect, so it's probably getting hit by things that normally I wouldn't get hit by, but still. That's ridiculous. I really need to get those resistance tires. Gotta go make dinner? What are we making? What's on the menu? I'm waddling over for. Gracias, pero good timing, because my mouthwash doesn't allow me to drink water, like drink anything for like 30 minutes after, and luckily it has been, well, it's been like 40 minutes, but still. Chicken and cheese taquitos and bean and rice, sign me up. I don't know, my dad did a pig feet gisao today. Not too bad. It's usually hit or miss if dad makes something that's palatable for the rest of us, because his flavor profile just does not match in mom's when it comes to like him cooking. He'll eat like our stuff we make perfectly content, but like I swear he does it just to make sure that we don't eat his stuff. Because there was one time he made beans that were really good, and me and mom kind of just like devoured it, and he never made them like that ever again. He went back to making them the shitty way that he usually does. So we're just like, yeah, we're pretty sure, even if he doesn't do it consciously, we're pretty sure subconsciously his brain does it just so that way he just guarantees that he's the only one who's gonna get to eat it. So every time he makes something like pretty good, we always joke around that we're never gonna eat it again because he's never gonna make it like that again. Oh my god, oh, it's cause, oh. I was pretty sure those would die. Which is why I turned away from them, but then I didn't realize how many of them had the stupid fucking proximity bubble. Actually, fuck that noise, bro. That's so annoying. I hate the proximity bubbles. I honestly think when it comes to like regular mobs, proximity bubbles are just such a dog shit mechanic to throw on enemies. Oh my god, look at that. No proximity bubbles, no problem. It also didn't help that they had precision and then they were getting buffed by the fucking totem. I don't know, I hate proximity bubble shit in games. No, what? Brother, I'm like mid-slam. Oh, that's so bullshit. I was mid-fuck. Okay, alright, this one's just out to fucking... What's on this one? Frenzy charge on hit. Alright, it's not something that should be killing me this much. What? Brother, this is why I am like, I have no idea how the fuck to play this game. Like, frenzy charge on hit should honestly not be killing me. It was also really annoying because my character was like mid-slam animation and I'm pretty sure he got stunned in the middle of that. On my XP, bro. Yeah, see, I got stunned right there. I don't know. Also, because I don't have enough HP. Actually, no, because it's power charge that gives crit. I was gonna say, does frenzy charge give crit? No, frenzy charge gives attack speed. I don't think it gives anything else. Because like endurance charge gives. Let's like an endurance charge gives damage reduction to. Yeah, physical and elemental damage reduction. I think frenzy charge is just attack and cast speed. Granted, my endurance charge is giving me more because of my passive tree. Mine give me armor, regen, and damage for my passive tree.
Let's go. Good job, Exile.
Nice. Oh wait.
The location of the temple is now clear. Hello, Exile. I did it. Hello, Exile.
Choice after all.
I think my boss takes too long. Granted, the last time I fought him, he was possessed, but not worth the trouble. Trouble, trouble. I need to get this guy high enough so he can keep doing. Yeah, I'm kind of saving the easier things for later, like the peddler's produce and stuff. Gotta get the rest of this. Is Uber's here? I'm thinking this is the one from using the the mortal fragments. Yeah, and this one is when we get up higher. I've gotten pretty lucky. So far we've gotten 2 tier 4. They've both been bears, which to be honest, I don't really mind because maybe we can get the bear's girdle off of it. Not doing this. I'll worry about, this is why you have the abyss ones, so try to get that done. Here for harvest. I've been trying to get whatchamacallit, the Starfall Crater to spawn, because that would be an easy way to get the last 2 of these, but they haven't spawned. But this and this are pretty easy, and technically breach stones really aren't that hard either. I used to do a bunch of breach stones before. I could probably do breach stones again. Maybe do Zoth ones, but I don't really think Zoth. Well, I mean, Zoth's blood would be nice to get, but I don't think it would do anything for us. Definitely not doing simulacrums. Definitely not doing this. Definitely not doing this. Definitely not doing this. Not doing. More likely not doing that. So I might have to do farm logbooks. But realistically, it's probably just easier. Like this one, this one, this one, and then just do 5 breach stones. They can just buy the breach stone. We're almost done with this one. I just need fractured ring, and then I think I'm missing like 2 pieces for the influenced one.
Hope you know what you're doing.
No, I'm just missing influenced boots. I'll be done with that. Working my way slowly through the unique maps. That's really not that hard. Singular scouting reports will fix that. Cross contamination is going to take a little bit. It's not like too terribly difficult, I feel. Because like these 2 are really easy. The Legion General and the Ore Deposit. I think I'm probably going to try to do Delirium Boss that is possessed. This is the reason I was trying to do Jun to farm 4 Syndicate Masterminds. This is probably like the best one to do. Because I'm definitely not doing Dove. Bestiary bosses like 20 times? I don't know. I'd have to look at the guide, see if that one has like an easy, cheap way of doing it. Maybe with Scarabs. This one's like, it's the reason it's 4 is just because it's so low. How often it drops. I don't know if I can do the new fight, because I heard they changed it. This is just keep running shit. I feel like 60,000 is higher than it usually is. Yeah, I need to start getting. I forgot that this was the thing. This is why I need to get up to the maps where at least the altars can spawn. Gonna take a while. And then I just need to finish one more of these. I'm hoping that when I do this one, I can get the, I think it's this, I think, yeah, I think it's Deceitful God. The Deceitful God or, no, yeah. Oh wait, no, I think this one gives Cardinal of Fear. That one's probably not. I don't know, we'll figure it out when we get there. And this one I just need to do the other pinnacles. I already tier 17 maps as well. Oh, what the fuck did I finish here? Oh, 1,000? Oh, that's new. I need to do 4. This is Ubers, 30 Ubers. This requires 36? No. 38 offerings of the goddesses. Unless you get the altars, I can do it again. I don't want to do that. Because technically these three are easy. Like Shaper, Elder Conqueror, Memory Guardian maps with 80% item quantity? Easy. This one's just literally running tier 14 or higher maps with mercs. Easy. I'm surprised we got this one done already. The rest of these, though, is killing 30 Ubers? Reaching level 100? Or running Uber Lab, like, 30 plus times. All of which are stuff that sounds like a pain. But this is probably, like, the easiest one to get the grinding gear goals out of the way, though, or done. Technically for Alva, it wasn't because I want the XP. The easiest thing to do would just be like go in and then leave. Because that counts as completing it. That's why I did it over Jin. Because Jin can actually be kind of rippy.
Have a look. It's time.
Like I'm pretty sure even in these magic like maps, it could probably still kill me. Took like no damage for so long. I was generally confused, and then all of a sudden his health just disappeared. I think he might have had block attacks. Other than that, well no, he can't be evasive because my hits can't be evaded because I have Resolute Technique. Oh no no no.
Good job, Exile.
Actually, the nice thing about Pact with Energy is that I don't really have to look at the quest markers to know how we're doing. Like how many of them I've gotten. Because Pact with Energy will tell me. Oh, oh, we're out. He got possessed. I'm good. I'm good. Because again, I'm mostly here just for XP. I probably could kill him, but it would require more running around than I feel like. Two more levels and we get that. One more level and we can actually start putting on the big armor. The big boy armor. We need to be in red maps for the Alva. Yeah, we're almost done with the Nico, which is nice. Because I ran the Sulfite Scarabs earlier. 10th map, so... Character, do not want to deal with this on this character. I'll probably have to do it with Ben. Oh, I'm really... That one. I will say though, I hope that this one... Where is it? This I hope like just stays. I hope they just don't bring back the one where you're supposed to do. I'm saying in the previous ones, the challenge was doing every unique map once, and there's some unique maps that are a pain in the ass to get. Like I did it last league, but I really don't want to repeat it. I would much rather have this because this is so much easier to do. Because it's just running unique maps. Like obviously, you know, doing them is, like running each unique map is nice for whatchamacallit, for Atlas points, but oh my god, there's just some of them that you just like. For instance, these three. The whole reason I'm holding on to these is because when you get the fourth one, when you trade them in, you get there's one for each cardinal direction, and when you trade in north, south, east, west, you get a unique map back. I think last league was the first time I was able to get all of them. Like all four of them. Actually, no, I think there's been a couple more besides that one. Oh. That's the most recent one I can remember. I should just take that one. I saw the blind and I was like, oh man, I don't want to be blinded, and then I forget that I'm running resolute technique, so blind doesn't really do shit to me. I don't know if I should get unwavering stance. I kind of don't feel like it. I don't feel like unwavering stance is like that worth to run personally. Like, don't get me wrong. There's definitely been moments I've started to realize, well, be reminded that not having unwavering stance sucks. Though a good chunk of it is just the fact that my HP is still below like 4K. I should definitely be having like much more HP. It's just I don't want to run. I don't want to waste resources rolling my armor for super good values because we're gonna be changing it, and it's like good enough for now. Especially because I'm not running rare maps. I'm just running the magic. All I really care about is the XP. I feel like once we get to 84 and start, and at least put on the 3 pieces of armor that we have that we can use, because I still didn't get the boots. I ran like, oh my god, I think I've ran like 20, no, not 20, like 15 maps. Between like earlier today and, well, between yesterday and then during, well, even earlier today, because I did some before stream and then after stream. And I just could not get Leviathan Greaves to drop at all. Oh my god, why is this shit still alive? trying to find the third one, but I couldn't remember where it was. I figured that was it. I did not mean to click that. I don't even remember putting my mouse that far up on my screen. Oh, this. Nope. Takes too long, don't care. Takes too long. Yeah, Bramble Valley we're definitely not doing the boss. I like how I said, I think like 4 maps ago, that I was gonna turn my mana flask into an enduring one, and I still haven't done that. It might have been more than 4 maps ago.
Good job, Exile.
Honestly, once I get to 84, I might just like step in and step out. At this point, I'm just doing everything I can that gives me bonus XP. Like more monsters to kill. The only reason I'm actually going through the Alva things. Dom the slob. But does he care about his family though? Oh, is it? Right, I forgot to change my sentence. kind of on me for not changing my ascendancy from Tokuhama like forever ago. But what did he one-shot me with? Like, I'm so confused with this build. Because it's like... on, like, looking at the numbers, I don't feel like I should be just getting one tap. Well, I guess, well, to be fair, I didn't look at his skills. One thing I don't really like about the mercenaries is that it's too much shit to look at, in my opinion, to figure out if it's gonna, like, kill you or not. Like, I really feel like the shit should just be way more simplified. As the gear they wear affects them, and then you have to look at the skills they have, then you have to look at the support gems that are on those skills, and then you have to, like... It's too much shit. It's just too much shit for me to look at. I just don't care enough. Like, don't get me wrong, I like mercenaries. I think mercenaries are great. But they should definitely be a bit more simplified. I don't want to have to look at a menu for so long when I'm mapping. Like, that's why King's March was nice, because it was like, you can just run your maps, do the nodes, without really having to think. Unless you got Verisium, then you have to sit there for like 3 hours and channel the bar. But, you can just run through, get the nodes, just pick up the gold. And then when you felt like taking a break, then you can just go to King's March and then just sit there and look at the screen and think about what you want to do and plan out like all the different stuff. You know, set up the map, set up the disenchanting, set up the shipping. And then you go back to your mapping. And you don't worry about it. And this one, it's like if you actually care, if you're like in hardcore, you basically have to like spend the extra like minute or two to look through everything, or just ignore the mechanic. Which isn't particularly helpful, or healthy. But like, I don't even know what he hit me with that one-shot me from that distance, because I didn't see a projectile, I didn't see any of the electric stuff. Again, it was definitely on me because I didn't swap to the reduced shock effect one. Should have done that forever ago. To be honest, the shock wouldn't even be an issue if it wasn't for the fact that I haven't been able to get a determination mark. Because of the determination mark, I would just run purity of elements. That could be shock and chill immune. You also ignite immune, but ignite immune doesn't really mean much to my character because he's already ignite immune. Well, he's not ignite immune, he just ignores ignite damage. Like unaffected by ignite. So basically, for all intents and purposes, ignite immune. Shock immunity is like one of the only things I'm like trying to figure out what I want, like how do I go about dealing with it? Probably just from jewels. It's probably jewels. It's probably even just murderous side jewels. Just get it on that. If it rolls that I have to see. And then just go for a shock immunity that way, because chill immunity, I'll just get it on the boots. I'm like really hoping that I can get some really good boots with high armor, high life, and high high life roll, max life roll on it, and then with an open prefix, so that I can craft the immunity to chill move speed. Because then I'd be ignite immune and then chill immune. But I wouldn't even have to worry about that if I could just get a determination, well, to be fair, I could also just get a purity of elements. Merc. Because it's either I run the purity of elements, or the Merc runs purity of elements, or determination. Because I was thinking of running Purity of Fire instead, but which I mean I still could. Like I could run that to offset the ring. But then I thought about the rest of the ailment immunities, and then I was like, probably just better if I just run whatchamacallit, Purity of Elements, just to get shock immunity along with the resistances. One second. I had my ceiling fan on all day because it was just way too hot. So I'm trying to give it like at least like a 2 or 3 hour break before I turn it back on to go to sleep. Oh, I didn't double check if I had gotten all of the Nico and Alva stuff that last map. I need to do a better job of staying on top of that, except we don't even have Alva in this one. Oh wait, no, never mind. Wait, I was about to be like, wait a minute. I didn't say it out loud, but in my head I was like, wait, but we're guaranteed to have Alva, and that's just because I didn't see her. I hadn't seen her on the map yet.
There you are. Ready to revisit the past? It's time.
Giving.
Good job, Exile.
The choice is yours.
Elemental weakness. That's basically mine. It's a level higher. I'm good. I probably should have taken it just because I don't know how much the skill scales. Apparently a level 83 Merc has level 26. Roughly, it seems. From what I've looked around and like from videos I watch. Which is why I want determination on the Merc rather than purity of fire. Wow. I got hit by one of those lightning things and took like a quarter of my health.
Let's go.
The one nice thing is I'm pretty sure Nika and Alva can't spawn in like the boss arena if it has like an arena. The only main problem is that I don't think the Merc that has determination, unless it runs like determination vitality, I don't think anything else that he has will be useful. I guess maybe vulnerability to some degree, but that won't really do much considering that. Oh, nice. And work on the armor. I have to roll some good armor. La hoop. La hula hoop. Not bad. Honestly, definitely not like the fastest, but no, actually no, it's pretty slow. I just looked at what time. It was like an hour and a half to get 4 levels. That's pretty slow. Never mind, take it back. I didn't say nothing. You can't prove. Oh. Nothing but. No. I was really hoping for Corrupting Blood immunity. The area of effect isn't bad, to be honest. I might just run that on the other one. This one has the leech though. I don't want to get rid of that just yet. But we'll probably run this. Alright. time to make armor upgrades. All right, we definitely want life with a really high armor roll. 2K, 85, but it has a regen, so. And it has the reflect. Useless. Also, a random mercenary I killed had like 3 null orbs on him. That was kind of nice because I had none of them. How much do I have? I have 1800. I need like a 3K armor chest piece. Which actually, hold up. I swear I picked one up on my... Did I accidentally... Oh, I might have accidentally sold it. Fuck. I'm like 90% sure I had a royal plate I picked up on other dude. Yeah, this one. Which I was gonna be really cheeky and just I was gonna my plan is swap the fire res for cold res. All right, like this is the play, right? We swap fire res for cold res because this is 3.3k. Like that's huge. I don't even know why I was gonna roll on that. I completely forgot. So we take. Yeah, we swap fire to cold, which then means we can craft the fire res on the armor, and then I can hit it with an exalt. Right, 30% is acceptable. We lose like 12%, but good enough. And then we hit it with an exalt. See what it hits. Oh, not bad, honestly. It's, well, it's also not great. It's 100 less life, but for an upgrade, it's acceptable. How many fusings do I have? 75, so we'll stick to the 4-link still. We lose a decent chunk of resistance off of that, but I'll try to recoup it on another piece of gear. $4,000 armor. That alone bumps us up to 20k. 22k with that. We do lose some fire res though. Alright, alright. Time for the gloves, time for the gloves. Alright, gloves, we need big armor, big res, big life. Hopefully we can hit it. Oh, we can probably work with that. Yeah, because this is 46% fire res, that's a little bit more than what we already have. All the armor is filled, but it's fine. It basically gives us another... Actually, no, it's not fine. It's 100 armor. That should definitely be like 5. Oh, because the max life is... But we can put more fire res on it. I think it's fine for now. Oh. Okay. It's I say okay, but it's really not okay because it's a problem. Because if I put all of this on, we're still. I was hoping to hit like 3k life, but it's that 1288 armor. Like, let's see if we can hit the if we can annul the regen life. I think that's the prefix, yeah. Oh no. Fuck. Suffix. Hmm. That's a problem. Honestly, like we would have been like the crab one. Alright, I want to see if maybe we can annul the crab one. Nope. We hit a suffix. No, it's fine. It's not fine. I'm crying. Alright, chaos resistance. Gotta get a blue socket. Oh wait, actually, hold on. Before I do something stupid, I was literally about to roll for a blue socket and then hit it with a chromatic. Oh wait, no, it does have to be this one. I just burned through so many. I need the blue socket to be like bottom left. Oh wait, no. Yeah. Is it always just gonna be top left? I guess it just always prios top left. That's ass. Shit. But use more fusings, I guess, to see if it'll break this top link. I think these three. Actually, don't know if we can link that way on it. Helmet. Brother, like, is it always just guaranteed to be this top left one? When you do the one blue? Yeah, I swear, it's just guaranteed to be that top left one. That's kind of gonna piss me. Because that fucks with my cast one damage. Hmm. Yeah, because this just natively dropped with that one down here, so it's pretty easy just to do the 3 link. Should have done that. Would have saved myself so many resources. Literally just had a free one right there to do it on instead of just being a dumbass. This is why I also say I don't know how to play this game. That's such a stupid thing. Problem solved. I'm just dumb. To be honest, I'm kind of willing to just keep re-rolling these gloves because 361 to 474 isn't that big of a jump. Yeah, I think I'd rather just. Oh wait, no, but this one also has the. Wait, never mind. Yeah, it's a lot less life than I wanted though. Fortunate. Hmm. I either want the +1 to max fire resistance or generate frenzy charge. Oh shit. Good. +1 max fire res. Not bad at all. Oh wait, no that. On the gloves. Gloves. Or max fire. Do I want on the glove? Play the attack speed. Good enough. Okay, we're at 322. Wait, put the ring on. Because we the dexterity. Oh, that just sounds really high for that. I put dex on. Oh wait, no, we do have a void chill. Realize that. Hmm. Oh, actually, that one's like. Curious if I can get some dexterity. Boom, problem solved. Got some max life, got some dexterity. Chance to avoid being poisoned. We are a whopping 3% over the cap. So huge, so big. But when combined with this one, that puts us at 35% fire pen. The problem is that I do not think I can run that before I use cluster jewels. Because that basically halves my regen. Probably even more than that since I got like another 40. Yeah, we got like, yeah, basically more than halves. Well, about, yeah, roughly halves my regen. It's probably, this one is 79. I think 79 can still get the 2. Oh, speaking of, ignore the. Yeah, because literally, you know what? Actually, instead of that, we're just going to. How much does a respec cost?
Let's see what we can do.
5k. It's not fine. I definitely don't make 5k per map at the moment. You can get fire exposure on the gloves on the second. That's what I would want. Yeah, because that puts us 12. Oh wow, that makes us lose like 80. So that only make us look like lose a couple. Because it's 1 life for each 1%. We're literally only 3 with the ring on. Oh, he's running. Oh, he just doesn't take the fire one. But he does take the magmatic strikes. Oh, icebreaker. I'm willing to try it. Because with this we get 6 turn charges. And then if anything I'll just put my other leech. Oh, fuck it, we'll try it. Let's see what it feels like. It'll be kind of hard to tell without fighting a boss, but I guess if we fall over, then, we'll have to delay the ring usage until I can figure out some shenanigans. Like, overall, it should be a damage increase. Because we get... That still doesn't push us to 3k. We got 13% fire damage. With it, plus the extra penetration. I'll definitely chewed through that faster. We're at like 40. Because we also have the basalt flask. Then we're at 94. Honestly, I just really need to get as much fire as I can. Yeah, honestly, considering the way the build feels right now, probably just... probably just gonna go for Buster Jewels. The problem though is it's 12 passive instead of 8. Yeah, I think if I could get exposure on hit on the gloves. But I was thinking of maybe going for the +1 to max res on that, but honestly, I don't really think that's worth. Where are you hiding? Yeah, and I definitely feel pretty confident in being able to do. I can quite lab though. I just don't like how little HP we have. But I'll probably fix that when I get another, like a high eye level Stygian Vice. I know. Ain't no way I'm about to sell it. Cause like, it was 3.6. 8 is what? 10. I hate when it doesn't just like straight sell everything. Yeah, stack decks being well, to be fair, they went up even more. They're almost at 2 chaos apiece. Actually, I think there might be people selling it for 2 chaos apiece. I should have checked that. 1.87, 1.89. Still a ways off from being 2 chaos apiece. But that basically means like 2 stack decks is worth at minimum like 3 chaos. So it means like stack decks are basically like seeing in whole chaos orb. Alright, fragment. Vamonos. Let's go beat up Azaro. Ooh, I hope they, so for crafting, for the crafting bench, they added control click for the recipes. You don't have to manually hit the activate button, so like when you're doing the socket recipe that I tend to do to try to color my sockets when I need them off colored, you can just do control click and it'll just automatically do the recipe back and forth. I hope they add that for the labyrinth. Because that would just make running lab 10 times nicer. Well, 3 times nicer. It'd be 10 times nicer if they added that, and they added the ability to just port right back to the entrance from the exit. Instead of having to take another load screen of going back to, I think it Sarn, like Act 3. Puts you out on Act 3. Is that, no, I think it's Karui. Whatever, it's somewhere. It's somewhere that's not the entrance. So I don't like it. Kind of one of the annoying parts of running lab for transfigures and quality and stuff. Also, I'm just gonna, unless we get the turn gem into its transfigured version, I'm just gonna grab the double quality just to start qualitying up my volcanic fissure. It's technically what I should have done with my other two, with the other 3 runs, but I didn't because I really wanted to see if I could get that forbidden right. Transfigured. Oh, oops. Oh, no. Ooh, shit. I went exactly where I didn't really care to go, but hey, we have a silver key. I don't know if I'll actually use it, but hey, we have it. Oh wait, never mind. Oopsies. I'm gonna be hitting my ruby flask on accident, because that's usually where I have my movement flask, but I took it off because, well, because I can. Don't judge me. This one? Oh, there goes. Yeah, I know I have an extra royal plate and an extra giant slayer, but I think I'll wait until I get like 2 more of each, and then probably try to recombinate. So my capabilities for recombinating kind of depends on how effective my current atlas is for farming me dust. Because honestly, I'm starting to realize why, at least the town cost, I realize why it's so expensive. It's because that atlas node exists. Because that atlas node, what it does is it makes it so you don't have to worry about mining, you don't have to worry about disenchanting, and you don't have to worry about farming for crops, unless you want specific things for the crops or the ore. Which, to be fair, for the ore is like kind of whatever. The only one I really care about is Verisium. As scarabs. Yo ho ho. What's up, Virus? How are your specters going? When is it my turn to naturally find Ralakesh's in person? I won't lie though, if I get a Ralakesh's Impatience, I'm probably gonna do a Tectonic Slam of Cataclysm build. Just for funsies. Honestly, it's literally the visual effect of Volcanic Fissure snaking, but different. It has to be. Yeah, it has to be. Yeah, there it is. I just didn't see the icon because I wasn't close enough.
There's a golden key. Must be a golden key.
Ran into red maps. 3 days, never got back online. Burnout was real? Oh no. I feel that now. That's why it's that's why I find it like pretty big to kind of play at your own pace. Cause like for instance, I played pretty decent, like pretty often for League start, and then like for a couple days after, like I think like before we even got to the full week after, especially leading into Guild Wars, I kind of just didn't really play that much. I'd play like maybe like an hour, and then I just would do other things. I'd either go do housework or like read stuff or watch like Star Wars YouTube videos just to try to avoid the burnout. Gonna try to break the vulnerability one too. I play the next Dave, you get a div? You didn't get your second div? Oh no. And shambles. The mercenaries did not do their jobs. The mercs didn't do their jobs. Oh, nice.
Can afford to be promised.
The auto mappers? Oh, is that what you got it from? I haven't touched the mappers at all. I've heard they're actually really good still. I was kind of touch and go there for a second because I got a bunch of bleed on me pretty badly. Oh wow, actually that 15% is huge. Alright, we're now at 7% damage penetration that we're getting from the ring. Oh, we got it. Oh. If I'm mistaken, Forbidden Right literally only has the one version. Yep. Full sacrifice. Oh, and an 8%. Not bad. I have ran lab so many times and that is the first time I've seen it. Because I farmed, we farmed, well, the first lab run doesn't count because we didn't farm the one for, we farmed the first lab for Bama, but I farmed, Merc lab, the third lab for, like, geez Louise, about like 2.5 hours and did not see a single, oh. I was talking about lab, and so like my brain went to. I did not see a single one of those naturally spawn for Merc lab, and Merc lab is supposed to be the one that has a chance for it, but fairly low. Oh, let's go. Get up. Where is... So I know I have, yeah, there's the royal plate. There's the giant slide. It just low rolled so hard on the... I feel like, honestly, I feel like if you're not going for unique stuff on the armor pieces, it's just not worth, it's just not worth, recombinating. I think recombinating should be, is better spent on, like, weapons. Oh, I do have it. Those you used to go for a decent. Oh, now it's just 1 for 9. Or 1 for 10. These used to be worth like a bunch in Settlers League. I think I remember used to like, I was selling them, I think for maybe like 20k off a pop or something. I remember, like, I say a lot as in the fact that like I can get a bunch of them and then the amount that I could sell it for was high compared to how many I was generating. Alright, but it's still probably a little early to go straight into like tier tier like 14s, 15s, but I think we can probably manage some tier 13. I don't want to give them additional projectiles and chain. Not during this. We're definitely generating thaumaturgic dust, but it's definitely not like. But we're also doing it in low tier map. I'll probably finish these out after running this test run. This will also see if we can do this because I want to keep killing the possessed monsters for the thaumaturgy dust. Doesn't really matter all that much to me. We can like have to forego Alva. Because Ava is literally just here for the mission. For the challenges. Yeah, we're at 84%. I don't remember the last one. Ugh, temporal chains with the hinder just makes. We got killer orbs out of it. I need to refund some of the Atlas passes though. Wait, do I have hinder on? Oh, I do. I have hinder with spells. I was wondering what was causing it. Hinder is pain. I didn't realize that. I saw the rest of it. I saw the resistances and the enfeeble and temporal chains, but I didn't see the hinder on spells part of it. Honestly, I'm still not completely convinced on the ring. Like, I definitely think it's an option. Like, it had definitely helped cap the build. But I definitely feel like it's kind of like a cap the build when you have like a merc set up for it. Oh, I picked that up on habit. I don't really need Ghastly Eye Jewel. He siphoned my life flask. Or my flask charges. What a bastard. Yeah, I really need... Honestly, I think I might just... Well, no, because I need to level this character. You see how much Orbs of Regret cost? Because honestly, once you get into like the mid to high 80s, the fucking gold respec is just so expensive. Like right now, I think mine's like 3,000 a point or something like that. Maybe a little less than that. I know for respecing the master, it cost me like 4,000. But I think that's because it was a mastery point.
Ah, there you are. It's time.
Jesus Christ. Getting like perma-hindered. If I had realized that there was hinder on spell, I would have rerolled the map. I didn't realize it was on there. Yeah, it's just like I'm torn between. Well, I do have two death spot axes. It's just that technically it'd be better to do it on Vol axes. You know what? Fuck it. I'll check the prices of Orbs of Regret. We'll buy a couple alterations. The currency exchange. Oh, that's not a bad price. Not expensive. Now that I actually understand how recombinating works. Try this again. We'll make do with anything like tier 3 or higher. Because two tier 3 fizz mods should give us a better axe than what we're using. I just don't know if I'll have enough thaumaturgic dust to recombinate. Hmm. Fuck. It's still. Are you kidding me? It still didn't pull both. Pain. It pulled the two suffixes. that sucks. Alright, so we got tier 2. Already had tier 2 though. One's better. Basically, because like the big thing is I don't plan on using the Karui choppers, nor the Death Spot axe. I think I'm gonna just change to the Vault axe, but we don't have any Vault axes. That's all we have. Oh, getting crushed. It's been crashing a lot today. I don't know why. This is one of the big things that I was like debating on if I would stream PoE. Because it crashed once on stream. It crashed again off stream. And now it crashed again on this, for this stream. And I don't know why. It's because sometimes it's just like that. Sometimes it'll just crash when it feels like it. Because it crashed when I was checking my old stashes on one of my standard characters, which to be honest, I'm not too surprised. It crashed when I was rolling or moving stuff in my stash tab. When I was putting the axes in, because I picked up the 2 Karui choppers while I was mapping for the boots on my Bama character in the tier 15 or tier 16s, and now it crashed while trying to roll this. I guess, you know, maybe I have the stash tab closed, because so far the correlation has been stash tab. Honestly, this one, since we got tier 2 over here, I want tier 2 or higher over here. But I say this, but I'll settle for a 2. Even though I'm like pretty sure this axe is correct. Like this specific one I'm rolling. It keeps rolling tier 8s for the fizz accuracy. Because that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the fizz accuracy multi-mod. Then, because if both of those land on the prefix, when we recombinate, then we just craft the percentage fizz damage. And it should give us an axe that's longer than the one we're using. Ugh. The problem is we've rolled a tier 3 and a tier 2 but they were the same exact physical damage mod that we had on this one already. I had to just keep rolling. Hey! I have a couple society rejects. I have one. You know, there's a few. We have 3. Nice. 30. Lily! Also, I hope one day they kind of make it so you can at least do multiple div cards instead of having to just do one at a time. Because like the point is, I think that with how I was going, if I'd gotten a tier 4 in that later half of using alterations, I probably would have just taken it. Because I think mine's, yeah, tier 3 and then just crafted mods. So just getting 3 fizz mods would have been huge. Can't. I want to take that so bad, but I can't. I mean, well, I could, but it's just I wouldn't be able to craft a fizz mod on it. Which, to be fair, I would burn the exalt on that. Ah, do I just take it though? I'm pretty sure that would give us a stronger axe than what we have if that hits. You know what? Because I don't plan on like sticking with the axe, I'm just gonna YOLO craft. 97,000, brother. Because this has tier 3, tier 2. And this has tier 2, tier 1. Back to mapping. Well, I could also just take that as an excuse, but no, we'll just go back to mapping. Because the problem is that because I was watching the video and it's like removing mods, even just from 2 magic items, if they're like tier 3 or higher, it's incredibly expensive in thaumaturgic dust. Like that was almost 100,000. That's not considering the fact that to make like an actual like perfect axe, I would have to then recombinate two rare axes. Because like the perfect one would be 3 tier 1 fizz damage mods with attack speed, and I forget what else. I used to know all the mods off the top of my head that I needed. I forgot to put. Oh, I forgot what I don't know if they nerfed it, I'd have to see. Okay, did like a Atlas that she was running. I think it was Ghosted Rogue Exiles. That just gave like a shit ton of thaumaturgic dust. Might try that once I'm done with the gym missions. Or the alpha missions.
Indecision is terribly unspun.
I like how he calls me spineless and indecisive when I immediately turn around after like looking at what he has. I feel like that was very decisive. I didn't really take that long to contemplate what I was going to try to do. It was look at rucksack, walk away. To be honest, I should probably look at gear too in case of wait, where's the there it is. I was like, is that the Devourer? It was probably look at gear too. In case they have like a unique I want, but to be honest, for this build, I don't even think they can wear a unique that I would want. Because I think the only uniques that I would want for this build are from shipping, which would be a two-handed mace, which I think would still technically be weaker than what I'm using. A whatchamacallit? Zoth's Blood, which I'm pretty sure they can't just straight up have. I would say the formless one, but not with the ring on. There's just no way you can run both of those together. It's kind of like you either run the ring or you run the helmet, the formless flame helmet. Or actually, I think that's it. I don't think there is any more past that. This build doesn't really use a whole lot of uniques, because most of the uniques that potentially could see use just don't do much for the build. Okay, so the question is, should I just full fire convert? Because if I do, I can go this way, go for magmatic strikes, and then grab avatar fire, so that way I can do physical reflect maps. Gonna grab the Divine Fury.
Watch your back.
Yeah, if I gave my merc, I have malice. Yeah, cause like the point is for wild strike extreme. Probably like what Slinkster says, where you have to give them like you probably do the rune graft and then you probably do this. So that way you give them just a shit ton of fire cold res. Well, to be honest, you'd want the lightning res one instead, because the lightning, because of the energy blade, or the ephemeral edge, but. I did not mean to touch that. Oh well. I didn't realize. I don't remember seeing Alva in that last map. I'm supposed to always have Alva missions.
Make your damn choice.
He has anger, which
Weakling.
there we go, 1700 off of him. Another 3.6 chaos. Thank you very much. I'm honestly so confused why I'm not getting Alva missions. Your maps 76 chance for Abyss. Your maps contain Alva. Like Apparently that's a lie. Unless it's just a case of certain maps just can't have alpha. Could be. Fuck, I know what the problem is. Other... I hate this fucking mechanic. They need to change that. They really do. Like, they really need to just rework it that on your last alpha, like when you do the last incursion that would give you a temple, it just drops the temple at the end. Like, I don't understand why it doesn't do that. Like, I feel like that's such an easy remedy. I don't know how easy it is for like coding wise, considering it took till 3.26 to add the ability to control click the the crafting thing, which, you know, as users we're like, well, that's a pretty easy thing to implement, but realistically it probably wasn't. Probably took a lot of work because of just how dated the engine is. But I mean, it probably still takes some finagling, but honestly, like, they should just make it where on the very last incursion that would give you the temple just drops the chronicle at the end, so then you can just put it in your map device. Because I'm sitting here like, why isn't Alva spawning? And then I remembered that Alva's fucking mechanic, where if, you know, you have a temple ready, but you haven't like talked to Alva, it won't spawn Alva in your maps. And it's just so infuriatingly annoying. Because it doesn't even make sense why it doesn't... Ooh, shit. Like, it doesn't even make sense why it doesn't spawn it either, because if you pay attention, because it's what I do sometimes if I'm on top of it, is I'll try to keep track of how many missions it is. And then on the last one, you literally have an option when you talk to her to take the chronicle in the map. Like, in my opinion, there literally isn't an excuse for why they made it where Alva doesn't spawn if she has a temple ready. Because you can just pull it out. She could just be like, here's your chronicle. Gives it to you as lets you open the incursion. Like, it boggles my mind that, that it just, I think it's, I want to say it's the only, like, master mechanic that's like that. As Betrayal, you can have a safe house and it's still going to keep spawning Betrayal. All it does is, I think it like reduces your intelligence on it if you wait too long to do it. Nico doesn't give a shit whether your bar is full or not, he just keeps popping up. Which is why, even if you're not gonna do Delve, it's suggested to... Well, Nico's just worth having on your map with the Packed with Energy, because it gives you move speed. Just buffs your character. It's just free buffs. And then you take the one that gives you Azurite when you open the... when you open the Azurite, the Nico pile, because it doesn't matter if you're at full sulfite when you open them, it'll still give you the Azurite as if you were actually picking up the sulfite. I do not think it is statistically possible to be, like, have too many beasts in your bestiary, but I haven't done bestiary seriously in forever, so I honestly couldn't tell you. I think that's it. Is it master mission? Yeah, Alva's literally the only one that like has a point where it just goes, no, we just won't spawn. And it's just like, why? Like, why did they cut it like that? It just doesn't make any sense. And like you could argue it's because they didn't want to have you interacting with something too much, like in the map, like so you don't die. But then I would point out Crucible. Like there's been plenty of other mechanics where you have to do things on the map that if you haven't cleared the area around you, stuff will sneak up on you to try to murder your butt cheeks. So I really don't think that's a reason. I mean, it might have been. It might have been the reason that whoever was in charge of that was like, we'll just make it where she doesn't spawn if the temple's like there. But grab items from your iHub before going into the temple. But I mean, the point is that you have control over that because she doesn't open the temple in the map. Like you can turn the I don't know if that was by default because it's been a long time. I think when they introduced Alva I hadn't been playing, but like in Alva's current state you can take the temple and it'll turn into a map item that you can then use later. Like you can do that in the map. I do it all the time if I pay attention on the last Alva mission. So like there's literally like, you know, it could literally just be like, oh hey, by the way, you have a temple, here you go, here's your chronicle. Like just drop it on the ground so you can just pick it up if you want it and then just carry on with life. Like that's what I mean. Like it has a built-in system that it could still work. Yeah. Like in reality, they like probably the easiest fix like that I would want them to do is on the very last like run that you do of this, that would be the temple run, it just drops it when you have the loot. Like that's all I would want. It's like the first thing that drops. So that way, you know, you don't like speed away. Or better yet, I would like for them to have, I mean, it wouldn't make much sense, but arguably what they could do is they could do something similar to Delve, or not Delve, Delirium. Because Delirium, it has Unending Nightmare, right? Where for the benefit of not having your fog dissipate, you lose the ability to farm Simulacrum Splinters. I would very much like wouldn't mind if they added a node that was similar where maybe it like buffs the loot that you get from doing the incursions by a little bit, and then it just makes it where you won't get a temple map. It could just like buff, like you're like guaranteed to get like a div card or something every time you run it, you just don't know what it'll be. Or something like they could do something like that with it, which I think would be pretty cool, but I don't really think any of the Alva notables are worth dropping for it, for people that actually want to run that content. So I think because the whole reason to run Alva is to try to get the double corruption room. Because the reason that that works in Delirium, right, is because you still get like cluster jewels even when you have Unending Nightmare. So it's not really, you're not really losing anything if you don't care about Simulacrum. So you have a choice. It's like, well, are you just farming cluster jewels and you don't care about Simulacrum? Well, you take Unending Nightmare because it makes it easier. Makes it more chill. Do you care about Simulacrum? Well, you don't take Unending Nightmare and you farm Simulacrum fragments. Which, to be fair, Simulacrum fragments are worth a pretty decent little bit if you can generate a good amount of them. But for the most part, most builds just forego the Simulacrum fragments. Because honestly, it takes a decent amount of power and tankiness to be able to do a full 15 run of Simulacrum. Like I did, and even then it's kind of RNG, because sometimes you can just get bad mods. I'm pretty I think I've cleared a 15 wave sim before. I know I was doing 10 waves easily. But that was also using Lightning Strike Trickster with an Ephemeral Edge and a Aegis Aurora. With like, I don't even freaking remember. I think I had like 8k energy shield with chaos inoculation, so I was just immune to chaos damage. Like basically, it was I was running the meta, kind of like the meta build at the time. That was just like incredibly tanky, and just dealt a shit ton of damage. Even though I think I tried it with Chieftain after a while when I was done with the whatchamacallit? Done with the challenges to see like what Chieftain could do, and I think my Chieftain was able to get to like wave 10. Granted, definitely a lot less like comfortable because he didn't have block and he was just hard tanking shit.
Choose to fight.
But he had like a, I think when I looked it was like 680 axe or something. Or mace, 200 mace. Home Slice ate too many soul donuts, so he's like too chunky to get through the doorways. Cool. We finished the Nico mission. Which, well, we're still gonna keep Nico because nice to have. Drowning Igel. Moj. Oh, we finished the. Yeah, I don't know. Would be nice. That was the batch we made. I guess we'll just keep running tier 13s. We'll run a bunch of tier 13s to see if we can bulk up our tier 14s and 15s. Power charge on that. Yeah, because I'm not running double M. I don't have a lot of chaos resistance on everything else. I love this whole like highlighting thing they did. Where it highlights what you can use the item on. It's so nice. It's still taking me a little bit to get used to, but it's so nice. It's such a good addition. I have forward 5 linking. Hmm. Because 5 linking it would give me, because I was thinking I'll probably just run Fortify. I'd either run Fortify or I'd run, well, because this is 4% per, I think what, 24% damage versus 16. I think that does do more. It would make the mapping like way smoother. I could just ignore it. But I think that, well, I'm pretty sure that would get higher than 24 at level 20. I don't remember how high it scales. Because this one doesn't increase at all. It's 4% just all the way through. So realistically, I'd use Pulverize. Pulverize is a pretty hefty DPS increase. Actually, that's something I didn't check. Let me see real quick. I'm assuming it's Pulverize. Pulverize is such a good skill. Oh, he's using Lex. Melee physical overexertion, elemental damage. Really? What am I running? I have overexert, elemental damage, and attacks. Oh, and fire pen. I wish you could see how. Oh, I think you can. 45% rating this right. So he was at 45 fire penetration. Hmm. The physical damage. Because right now it's at 32%. Yeah, I think if we get to a point where we can get like 30% resistance overcap over what we have, uh, we can, we can more than likely, just drop the fire penetration and then just slam more item. But Pulverize is one of the ones he used. I don't know, the build I was looking at was kind of weird because he also life taps it, which is definitely not something one normally does. I will say I do miss my chance for a lost shipment. Almost there. Slowly making our way to not downtown, but we're getting item level 83. Oop. Yeah, we're at 15. Question is, do I try? I mean, like, I could probably find a fire resistance brand this pack that's like really cheap. Extra chaos damage. I mean, we can give it a whirl, but pretty sure this is gonna kill us. Oh, we just leveled up, so. Just have to watch out for the firing squads. He hit me once and it took like 80% of my HP. What are the lightning mirages gain chaos damage? Honestly, I should not be trying to farm expert in this. Oh shit. Fuck. Yeah, I kind of figured, bro, that was even worse because they could block damage. I had vulnerability. They have extra damage as chaos, and it was the spider. I gotta go back and get it though. Oh, gracias por el agua. I've got to because I'm pretty sure it was pretty close to dead. This is I figured that we were gonna die just between the chaos and the blocked attack damage. Thank goodness. We got lucky. It lost a bunch of those coin flips. It lost a lot of those coin flips. When we first fought it, it won a bunch of the coin flips because I could see it getting hit but taking no damage. This time, it lost a lot of the coin flips. It kind of got blown up around the corner. I wonder if maybe off-screening it kind of works the block percentage chance. Ready to excavate chest. Additional rare. Really care.
Scratching up some treasure chests.
Items dropped by air.
Ready?
Oh crap, there was 2 yellow ones on there. I'm in trouble. Oh wait, never mind, I got them both. Battle of Vermont. Put them in the channel where their numbers mean nothing, and then they shoot like 20 projectiles through their own teammates. Everything? Oh. There's something still alive somewhere. Where? Ujin didn't say the thing. He said ready. He hasn't said ha yet. All the expedition peeps have a voice line for when you finish killing all of the thing. Yeah, sorry, was that? No, I didn't reach it. Oh, I thought I had it. Oh, this is why I gotta double check. I thought it was in the circle. No. Fuck. Oh, I thought it was in the circle. I'm trolling, brother. Who am I? A sham. That's what I am.
It's time.
Ah, got them both. I really wish they would rework this axe to make it like just an insane like ice crash or glacial hammer weapon. Despot axe. I don't even know, does it even have a unique model? Curious. Oh, it does, yeah. That's a unique model. To be fair, I think I saw some guy using it for Frozen Legion axe build. To be fair, it was definitely more of a I enjoy this skill and I'm going to use this skill, and not a it's a I'm putting this together because it's really good kind of deal. Which, to be honest, respect. Respect. Before I swapped to Earth Shatter, I was still doing Earthquake even when Earthquake was pretty meh. After the slam nerfs and stuff.
Ah, let's go.
Oh no, that was kind of spicy. It's still kind of spicy. I'm just gonna like. There's that. It almost felt like the dude was blocking damage, even though I don't have that. Oh, but okay, that's what it was. I forget that this map had the endurance charges, and he had life or energy shield. I was about to call it life shield. Same difference. He had energy shield, so I think he had like a bunch of endurance charges, and then he had the energy shield got back, back to full because I moved away. I was really hoping that was, well, to be fair, it would have been kind of shiny if it was the actually really high worth ambush one.
You've got a decision to make on this one.
Guardian strike true.
Johnny decision.
I am definitely feeling my axe DPS gaining pretty hard against the tankier things.
blight is reacting. The blight is trying to spread.
That other dude's gonna get through to kill the thing, and I don't even know why. Oh, Soul Eater sucks. I thought he was gonna get through on the sheer, like, tankiness of the Soul Eater stacks that he had. I honestly still think that if they're gonna keep Soul Eater in, there's just certain there's just certain things they shouldn't be in. Like Blight. Breach. Probably the two big ones. You can make an argument for Abyss, but I don't really think Abyss is like that bad. I used to also hate Soul Eaters in Abyss, but due to the fact that it really doesn't have anything detrimental, because you can just walk away from the Soul Eater and then come back later. That's actually not. It's like not that big of a deal for Abyss, but for Blight and Breach, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Because it's like if the Soul Eater spawns in the, like for instance, right, like that Soul Eater was all the way in the back where a bunch of portals were, and everything back there died, like around it. He just had like a shit ton of stacks. If he ended up being one of from the portal that was immune to the cold stuff, we would have just been screwed. Like there's no way I would have been able to kill him before he kills the pump. Also put out there. Because the one good thing they did do is that if you have Alva, to be fair, part of the back to the Alva thing, because people could point this out. They're like, they could just be like, well, Alva also has a big old exclamation point over her head when you come back, and it's like true, but the problem is that if you're like me and you don't generally do Alva and you only ever do her for challenges, you generally don't have Alva next to your map device, and you have her off in Narnia out of the way. So I'm just saying, it's something that it would be a nice quality of life. Which, to be fair, there's a lot of quality of life they've been doing recently, so who knows, maybe it's on the list. Maybe it's on the list. A bear can rage. I was about to say, I don't know if we get thaumaturgic dust from the dudes inside of the Alva incursion, but we do. We got 400.
Ah, there you are.
Nice. Nice. Actually not bad. Chaos Orb, Orb of Unmaking, Orb of Horizon, Singular Scouting Report. All that's pretty good. Cast Firestorm, cast Lightning Storm, which one's next? Cast Hailstorm. So I was thinking the third Alva mission. Gonna get the rare kill, but what it is. Actually, wait, doesn't the melee physical damage, the added physical damage support also reduce attack? Yeah, they do. Fuck. Alright, probably do 1 or 2 more maps and then call it for the night. And by call it for the night, what I mean is I'm gonna go run this run tier 16s on my league starter to try to get ball axes and try to recoup a bunch of the chaos orbs and shit that I spent to get more orbs of alteration. Honestly, I kind of wish they had added like a way to trade like ore or crops for gold. Would have been kind. I'm not gonna complain about 2 divs on a merc, but I'm also not gonna do it on this character. Just to be safe. Fuck. I was trying so hard. I was trying so hard to get those out. The fishers. I died anyway. Let him kill it. Oh, I was trying so hard. It was just so rough because they have skill chain and then they have like 100% cold damage. And so even if it doesn't hit me, if it hits the merc, it's gonna bounce back to me. And it's just so painful. Like, I probably don't either if I'm not using the ring. To be honest, I'm probably just gonna drop the ring until, I don't know until when. Much obliged. I need that 2 div. Ooh. Yeah, I knew that one was gonna be kind of rough. Specifically, that layout was kind of rough because it was a lot of the projectile dudes, and the projectile dudes shoot out like I think by default like 3 projectiles, and then if those hit, they can chain, and it's just pain. And you're just taking a bunch of damage. And like our leech isn't very good right now. Which is why I want to swap to the cluster jewel. But there's also a possessed rare in there. So tanky, but he gave 4,000. Oh my god, 4,000. Not bad, not bad. He was hella tanky, but he paid dividends for it. Oh shit. I was thinking with those boots, we... Oh wait, no, I need a ring, not a boot. I was gonna be like, oh shit, we're done with the fracture thing now, we're not. Yeah. And I remember I used to be so... On average, I usually used to get my characters up to like level 90, 92, maybe 93 before I would swap. Now it's like most of the times, depending on like, especially if it's like my League Star character, I usually get them like 94, 95 before I swap. And then there's just outliers like Settlers League where I got my League started at 98. I was trying to find a semi-safe room. I just kept seeing death in every direction. I'm honestly kind of surprised I survived that. I'm so surprised I survived that. I thought for sure I was dead. I turned so many corners and my HP dipped so low just on so many different occasions. I was like, I am a dead bear. Never doubt the leap slam, baby. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I think leap slam is like the only movement skill I like. I've played a decent amount of builds that like shield charge. I'm not a real big fan of shield charge. I feel like it gets stuck on terrain like way too easily. Like the amount of times I'll have like my cursor really far away from my character and then the shield charge goes like not even 2 inches because some weird pixel is like sticking up too much in front of it. Too often. Leap Slam is the way. Whirling Blades isn't too bad, but I'm thinking Whirling Blades doesn't go through elevation and over like gaps and stuff. But I also don't like it. But I do like it better than Shield Charge. I feel like it just... I feel like it's like zoomier than Shield Charge. I don't think either of these are gonna roll good. A Fire Res doesn't really... Strength, no. Also will never use this league, so... I don't know, I already kind of know the other builds I want to run this league, and... Basically... Well, I know the other characters I want to run. I'm gonna... Since we got the Soul Right of Self-Sacrifice, definitely gonna run that. And then we're gonna make an Occultist next. Because we have everything. I have the Amulet, I have the Ring, and I have the Transfigure Gem. I just need to like figure out how I'm gonna level it, which is probably just through brands. Just to... Mana reservation efficiency? Or not a damn thing. Go. I have him hold on to these because I am going in tier 16. Alright, so we're at 88,000. I think for how much it costs, I think I'm just gonna keep rolling that until I get the well, first of all, I think I'm just gonna go for Vault Axes. Just gonna farm the Vault Axes and then go for a recombinate. Give myself a little extra time for whatchamacallit. Get some more Chaos Orbs, Alteration Orbs before recombinate, get some more dust. Curious to see how this tree, like how much this tree will generate dust in tier 16s. As we were getting like, well, the one downside is that Bama's not very good for alpha missions, honestly. But that's what it is. That's gonna be it though. No stream over this weekend. Maybe no stream Monday. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. But thank you everybody for watching. I do appreciate it. My brain's so tired. I apologize. But thank you, Mew, for the red. If it is early nephew, I hope you have a good day. If it's late nephew, I hope you rest well. Stay safe, stay hydrated. I will see all of you in the next one, and I hope you all have a good weekend. Bye bye.